Bonjour tout quelqu'un. How your folk name? How you doing? Hopefully good today. My name is Ghost. My name is Ghost, and welcome back to, or welcome to, if it's your first time here, GhostMoonBayou. Today on the Bayou, we're going to be doing a reading that surrounds the whole body, mind, and heart type thing. That's the theme. But today, what I want to be focusing on is which of those, if not all, because you know the decks will give what they give, which one of those, body, mind, or heart, do you need to focus more on? Like, which is, because you know you need these three things to be in balance, right? But which of these three needs to be worked on the most, okay? So that you can reach balance, all right? So today I have three piles for you. Pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3, all right? So I'm gonna give you time to meditate on which pile draws you in, or if it's more than one, that's fine too. You can check out more than one, I'm cool with that. And then I will see you in your reading. Okay, if you chose pile 1, then this is your reading. So let's get right into it. You have your Wolfpack Wisdom deck, which is by, if you're interested in these decks, it's DesertSageWitchcraft on Etsy. Okay. Got that one. And you have your, well, I call this a Healthy Living deck, but it's called the Planet Earth and Healthy Living Inspirational Deck. And it's by GRADO. I think I got this off Amazon. I'm not sure, y'all. Well, my friend got it for me, so yeah. Let me see. Trying to decide which one I want to read. Let's flip it. We'll flip the one in the middle first. Okay. All right. So first up, you have the take care of your pack and they will take care of you. Okay. I feel like with this pile, this is definitely mind. You're in your head. You may be worried about family members or loved ones. I don't know if y'all can hear that bird. It's like right in the tree outside my window, but yeah, wants to be a part of your reading. I'm getting like a feeling of being worried about family or your bond with family, the connection to family. And it may not just be, because pack doesn't have to be family members, right? It could be anybody that you consider close to. Like close friends, something like that, right? Anybody that you care about. And I'm also hearing there's a bit of one-sidedness for some of you. You have bonds with people who don't necessarily like you. You put out more than they give back, right? So it's like, yeah, maybe this bond, this friendship, whatever it is one-sided. Because a true bond, a true give and take, right, is equal. It's I give, like I take care of you, you take care of me. I'm hearing I scratch your back, you scratch my back. But that's what it should be like. It should be like when they need you, you're there, and when you need them, they're there. They're there. But yeah. So a lot of this is in your head about I heard Who Can I Trust? I'm also hearing that song, Who Can I Run To? I cannot think of who, y'all know when I get the song, sometimes I cannot think of who the band or person is that sings it. But if I remember, I'll put it somewhere below. But yeah, it's like not knowing. Okay, I'm here. I often give too much. I often give too much of myself. and then you don't get that in return, and it makes you feel really crappy. Okay, let's get your other card here. It says meditation is a powerful tool to transform my habits. It's a beautiful one. The more I meditate, the more balanced I am. Not me not being able to read, y'all. This way I become more conscious about everything around me. I sense life in every manifestation of nature. I feel the need to have healthy habits. I eat in a sustainable way. Okay. Now instantly from that, this is a little bit of body too. So perhaps this is mind and body, because it's dealing with health and as well as the mind. Healthy eating habits and things like that. But what I was getting as I was reading that, you know what? I'll turn it just in case if you want to keep looking at what it says. I don't know if y'all can read it from that angle, but you also have these bonds with people where you show up as a person who can inspire others, right? Or you're very supportive. And then I heard your heart chakra is very strong. You are very caring, very supportive. You show up for people. So that's probably why this is not the heart, not a heart issue for you. That your heart chakra is it's shining. But you are so caring and supportive that sometimes you do not get that back, and you may be wanting to change things in your life or adjust things, and you're like, well, I'm always the cheerleader for everyone. I need a cheerleader for myself. Okay. Really heavy on the energy of maybe this is one-sided. There's a lot of bonds that you may have with people, or relationships where you feel uncomfortable in the relationship because it's like it's taxing for you. They take a lot and a lot and a lot, and it leaves you thinking, is this right? Is this okay? Is this fair? Am I in the wrong? It's stuff like that. And I feel like because you have such a strong heart chakra, sometimes you can be a little too forgiving. So you'll notice, like, if you go home and like after a day of spending time with people, and you notice in that moment when you are spending time with the people, you're like, oh, I didn't like how that went, or how that was said, or this, whatever happened, that just leaves you with this type of feeling afterwards. You go home and you think about it. You're really in your head about it. You're just like, was that okay? Like, what did they mean when they did this and that? I said this and that. Should I have said something? And the reason that's happening is because your mind, right? I would say maybe your third eye. Your mind is trying to show you, like, hey, if it's real, if it's a real connection, you wouldn't even be having these thoughts. Now, I know a lot of time people, you have some traumas, right, from being mistreated. So you'll pinpoint and dissect and overthink little things that people do that make you uncomfortable. This doesn't feel like that. This genuinely feels like someone in your circle or some people make you go home, or just not even go home. You ain't gotta go home and think about it, but it just makes you get in your head and be like, is that okay? Like, should I pop off? Don't be popping off on people, y'all. There's always like a calm way to handle a situation, but they really just make you think about the behavior. Like, is that right? Should I put up with this? Is this fair? And I feel like the more you have these thoughts, the more you kind of feel distant. Even with that big heart you feel distant because your mind is telling you, red flag, red flag, red flag. So it's like your mind is trying to have a voice that's as loud as your heart, basically. Because this feels like the POW one, it feels like you lead with your heart. You wear your heart on your shoulders. I think that, or heart on your sleeve, something like that. And your mind is saying, I need you to tap in a little bit more to me. I also heard read more books. That was out of nowhere, but hey, read more books. If you're not the type to enjoy books, maybe it's just paper books. Maybe like they have the digital books you can just scroll and stuff like that. But just, I feel like part one, you're in need of those moments where you're alone and you're just absorbing information. You're letting your mind just, it's like I'm seeing like a top of a cup or something, like those cups that have a top to it, and I guess the top is popped off, and this nurturing liquid, this sounds so weird, but this replenishing liquid is just being poured into the cup, right? That's what needs to happen with your mind. Give your heart a break, right? And let your mind lead. Because it's trying to show you the things that you intuitively already know. You've been feeling it. I mean, hey, you're a heart chakra type person, so you feel it before you know it, right? So I'm feeling like it's your mind is trying to tell you to get to a point where, like, especially meditate, it says, the more I meditate, the more balanced I present I am. But why do I keep saying at a present? Ugh, girl. I just keep thinking the present, but it says the more balanced and present I am. I swear, y'all. Let me say, did we get it? The more balanced and present I am. I don't know, maybe you've been trying to present something to someone and they just been, I don't know, for some reason I want to read that as present. But for you, I'm seeing a lot of going within and doing some light meditation until you can get to a point to where it's heavy meditation, right? And by heavy, I mean where it's the deep meditation, where you can just push everything out and it's just you and your thoughts that you can really focus on, that maybe you feel currently. There are things where if you were to think about them, they trigger your heart space and then you start to feel sad, so you shy away from those things. But there's a reason it keeps popping up in your mind. It's something that needs to be addressed. Your mind is saying, I need you to think about this, regardless of how it makes your heart space feel, because there has to get to a point where it's not swept under the rug. You address the feelings behind it and then look at it in a logical standpoint, if that makes sense. I hope this makes sense, y'all. Let me get a few tarot cards here for you. But yeah, I'm definitely getting that you're the type to go with how you feel and not what you know. Like, you could see something right in front of you and be like, well, maybe that's not how, because your heart space is just like, no, I don't want to deal with that. But your mind is like, come on now. Use your head. Okay. Okay, you have the, oh, hold on my nose. You have the Nine of Swords. Reverse. Which I feel like, yeah, it would take you, if to get out of your head, it would take you addressing these anxieties, these fears, these thoughts that make you feel uncomfortable. But there has to be a reason why you keep thinking about it. It keeps crossing your mind. Like, just as an example, I'm not saying this is your situation, but as an example, you know how they say woman's intuition. You don't have to be a woman to have this. I'm just using it as an example. There will be some times where a woman will believe her partner is cheating, right? And then the heart space obviously does not want that to be so. So some people will be like, oh, okay, well, no, I don't want to believe that, so da-da-da-da. But then your mind is like, but wait a minute. They said they were at the grocery store at 3 o'clock. And then I looked on the Instagram just scrolling through, and they was taking a picture at somewhere that isn't the grocery store at 3 o'clock. See, that's your mind, right? Letting you know, like, hold on, use your brain, use your logic. And I'm not saying this is your situation. If it is, you know, hey. But it's like there's situations that happen like that where your mind is like, come on now. Like, I don't want to come off like I'm saying, come on, man, use your head, you know, but that's what it feels like. It's like, come on, you're having these thoughts for a reason. This isn't just, if somebody's making you feel like you're projecting your feelings onto them, or this and that, or you're well, I can't think of the word right now, but it's when you have an idea of something and you're usually right, and a person is trying to push you away from the right answers. They're like, nah, you're just putting that on me because your insecurities and all of that. That's no, right? That your mind is like, nah, this ain't no insecurity. This is, you know what you know, but your heart is so big and just so forgiving that you're ready to not even address what your mind is telling you this needs to be addressed. So you're stressing and stuff when you could be releasing these, whatever it is, where it's got the center of you in your mind of maybe you got that kind of feeling, right? Then it has to do with this, with all this stress and anxiety that's just like weighing on you. You keep thinking about it. It does not leave your mind. Even when you have like a good warm-hearted moment with these people or whatever the situation is, at the end of the day, you still have that little nagging feeling in the back of your mind, because it is the mind, right? And then for some of you, you know this is not a fair treatment. You know this isn't equal. Because if you taking care of your pack, if you are loving on your pack, if you're showing up for your pack, supporting your pack, then they will do that in return. If you are not getting that, then that's not fair. It's not equal. You gotta ask yourself, why is it not equal? And why am I putting up with it? Right? Let me get one more tarot card for you. So you're needing to put yourself in a position to release these, to address the thoughts in your head so that they can be released. Even if it's just you, like sometimes you encounter a situation where you can't go to the people who caused the situation with your thoughts on the situation. Sometimes you have to sit alone and think about it yourself, and then decide, well, what do I want to do next? Okay, I heard it doesn't take two people all the time to make a decision, especially if it's for your benefit. Like if it's for your mental health, your emotional health, whatever. You don't have to have everybody in agreement when it's something that betters you, okay, for the betterment. Okay, yeah, see, oh, hit the camera, my bad. 3 of Swords, that's pain, grief, sadness, any type of like heavy emotion. Yeah, you want to release this. You're feeling it. Like I said, you have such, and I was thinking that, like, look at this picture, okay, you have such a big heart, but these swords are just stabbing. As big as your heart is, these swords are sharper. This is the mind saying, hey, maybe somebody did something 3 times and you're like, 3rd time's the charm now. You can't be sorry for something you continue to do, right? It takes action. If you're really sorry for something, it takes action, showing that you're going to change, right? So, but yeah, that's what I'm getting for you, Pile 1. Like, very much wanting to get out of your head about it, but it needs to be addressed. Like, this is something you've probably been putting off. And if you feel just stressed, like, I mean stressed to the point of headache, because I'm getting a headache just channeling right now, but it's just like stressful to the point you're like, okay, well, okay. I looked over at this card here. And I really focused on like the pup here wanting attention from the wolf here. And it's kind of just like, no, you know, it shouldn't be a one-sided thing. Whatever your situation is, you giving affection and giving love and support, however you choose to do it, to whoever, it should not be a one-sided thing. Maybe you need to go to the drawing board, just sit down and really shine a light on all the different aspects of this bond, or these bonds. Maybe it's more than one person you're dealing with, but there's a lack of balance here. That the more you think about it, the more clear it becomes, but the more it hurts. But it's needed. Okay, pile one. So I hope this helped. I hope this shine a light on what you need to, how you need to balance with your mind and your heart. Okay. And then, like I said, a little bit of body too, because, taking care of your body makes you feel better, right? So, and I'm feeling somebody that just like, and I'm not coming at you in any type of way, but I'm just saying I feel a person who eats their feelings, right? When you're upset, you eat. I do it too, That's one of my coping mechanisms, so I understand. But you definitely need to, you got 2 sword cards, so you definitely need, this is a mind thing. You definitely need to sit with yourself and just really think. The answers are already in your mind, in your head. It's just your heart is pulling you from believing the more logical thing, But yes, I hope this helped you, pile one. If you were drawn to any other piles, you can go ahead and check those out. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell notification so that you're notified when I upload, which is usually every Tuesday. And on Instagram, I do bi-weekly zodiac messages. So you can go check those out. Same name, GhostMoonBayou. But yeah, y'all have a blessed one, and I will see you in the next video. Peace. So if you chose pile 2, then this is your reading. I'm gonna list the decks that I use in the description below, but just in case you're wondering, there's a Wolfpack Wisdom Oracle deck. It's by DesertSageWitchcraft on Etsy, so you can go check that out. Beautiful deck. And this is the GRADO, well, it's by GRADO. It's the Planet Earth and Healthy Living Inspirational deck. Of course, you know my deck, my handy dandy deck. So let's get into what you need to balance here with your, well, actually I'll leave that right there because there's more messages on the back, with your body, mind, and heart. Okay. I'll also flip this one, searching. All right. So over here, you have the offer support and lend a paw. I love this deck. It's so beautiful. Aw, feeling a hug, wolfy hugs. And then you have I listen to myself. I listen to myself. And then join to the center of that, it's like a warm little bubble. Okay. Society has the power to influence me in my consumption and life habits, for good and for bad. I am aware of this. When I listen to myself, I know what is good and what is not. Then my actions contribute to a more sustainable world. So what I get from this one, I feel body. This is body. So I'm getting like mostly health. So you may be looking for others to offer support and lend a paw for your okay, or I'm hearing you may be doing some type of new health thing, maybe like a diet or some type of new healthy thing that you're doing with another person. You may either be looking for another person to help support you through that, or you are being that person for others. And I'm not getting that it's just because I heard diet before, but when I'm saying consumption, like right here it says consumption and life habits, you are looking to change what you consume more than just like it affects your physical health, right? But it's on a much deeper level than just, oh, I'm going to be careful about drinking a lot of sodas or whatever, you know, things that I know are too much of can be unhealthy. It's also the type of people that are around you. Like if you notice when you're around somebody, certain people, you feel tired, or you feel like you just hang with some people and you feel drained when it's not like y'all did a whole bunch. It's just you were just hanging with them and all of a sudden you just feel like your energy is zapped. That type of consumption too. Like being mindful of what is in your surroundings. I get this too because I just had to do this. Like cleaning up your whatever area, I mean your whole house, but cleaning up the areas in your house where you know you frequent. You're going to be there a lot of times. You're going to be sitting there relaxing and stuff. Like imagine relaxing in a place where everything's cluttered and dirty, right? You're like, your energy absorbs that feeling. It's like, versus when you go somewhere and it's real relaxing, it's nice and clean, the vibes is right. You're like, oh, I can just feel relaxed, right? Your body just melts, right? It's like that. And I'm seeing you doing this with other people. You may have been drawn to another deck too. So if you were drawn to another deck, you can check that out after this one. But yeah, you're a very helpful person, and you want that in return too. You're searching. Oh, I heard I'm learning myself. You're learning yourself. This, I'm really getting like, you may not be a vegan or anything or any type of vegetarian or something, but I'm getting a person that's really trying to change their lifestyle. Like this is lifestyle change energy. I'm trying to change this and just, I'm tweaking things over here and there so that I feel better. Because I get that you may be a person that's been feeling drained, tired, but there's this desire to uplift yourself and try new things and do better things for yourself, and not solely just for you. You may have people watching you and you're like, okay, well, I know people are watching me, so I have to be the example and stick to it and this and that. I'm really feeling lifestyle change. Yeah. Let's see what I get. Okay, hold on. Okay. King of Wands in reverse. Okay, I'm getting that you're okay. You're learning to be okay with not taking the lead on things. You're okay with just following. Like, even though you're leading by example for like some of you, you're okay with offering support right now. You're like, okay. Like the best way I can explain it is like if you have a friend who's probably trying to change their life around too, and then you notice like, oh, my friend doesn't really stick to it, but you know what, I should be doing it too. Maybe if we do it together, we can uplift each other and we can really get it done, you know? And you're going to your friend like, okay, well, show me what it is you've been trying to do, and then and they let you know, and you're like, okay. And then you're the backing behind it, but you're also learning at the same time because you're following their lead. It's just you're the motivation behind it as well, if that makes sense. I heard because you have a better outlook on what's good and bad and, you know, consumption. That makes sense. So you have the outlook on what's good and bad for the body. Then the others you're doing this with, but they probably just aren't as motivated as you are and what you add to the sea. Yeah, the sun, happiness. Some of you, it may be you're changing your lifestyle either for a child, like you're having a child, or you're trying to inspire a child, or you're just, you know, you're trying to have a child. Okay. That's for a few of you. That doesn't have to be for everybody. You know, take what resonates and leave the rest. But yeah, for a lot of you, this probably isn't your natural energy. You probably naturally do not do the whole follower type thing, but in this situation, it benefits you and the person that you are deciding to follow, right? Because you bring in a level of, oh, I heard a level of joy. You bring in a level of joy to the thing. And it's just, y'all both, I don't know, I'm saying two people. It could be more than one people, or, you know, whatever. You both bring something to the table, right? Like these two wolves. Y'all both bring something to the table. You probably have been searching for like things to do, something to change. Like you've been wanting to change too. You just didn't know, like, you're like, I don't know what to do. And then this other person knows like the stuff that will help, like oh, we should try this, or they already are actively doing it, and they just don't have the motivation that you would have. Like you would bring a fire to the situation. This is giving me gym buddies. Y'all go to the gym together. Y'all go to the spa together. Y'all do self-care together. It's just like, it's one of those things where more than one person contributing to it benefits it greatly. Like it makes it so much more better. Like the feeling you get, like for those of you who are religious, the feeling you get, like, you know, when you are by yourself doing worship, however you do, studying, you know, your religion, versus when you go to a gathering of people who have the same religious belief as you, and then y'all just both feel that spirit on like a greater scale, a larger scale. It's like that. It's like a feeling of it's okay to support and lead together. Like, I don't know, it's like a good balance. It's like, it's just, I feel it's healthy. It's so healthy. It feels cleansing. It's like, hey, like, you know, if you had a homie, like, hey, homie, we gonna do this detox together. We doing this together and all. You know, and you're like, yeah, okay, let's do it. And then, you know, alone, you probably wouldn't have had all the tools or the whatever to try it yourself. And then the other person probably wouldn't have even wanted to stick with it. But together, y'all like, yeah, let's do it. Y'all, you fire each other up, right? Like the sun. Yeah, you fire each other up to keep doing it. Yeah. And I feel like some of you are tired of social media. Like, God, that came through very clear. You're tired of social media. And you feel like everything that you've just been ingesting has just been like, oh my gosh, this has happened, that happened, that happened. And maybe you and friends like, you know what, let's unplug for a few days. Let's get off social media. Let's, like, you like, dude, let's just go somewhere and just enjoy life. I'm feeling detox. Like, detox, uplift. Just, it's healthy. Ooh, healthy energy. Good vibes. And it's not a type of like forcing anybody to do anything. It's like, it's just a natural, we do this together, building healthy habits and making lifestyle changes together with somebody that's going to motivate you. And in the end, y'all both are going to be like, we did that. It's like that type of thing. And then for some of you who are, if you're actively doing like a lifestyle change right now and you feel like, okay, well, I'm on that, but I just ain't got a person like that, you've got to find people who are on the same wavelength as what you are trying to do, right? Like, if I want to be a millionaire, I'm not going to hang around people who have a tendency to become bankrupt, right? You know, they just like, they just splurge through money, or for whatever reason, they're just not good with money. If I want to be a millionaire, I'm not hanging with people who are bad with money. That's not going to benefit me. But I'm going to hang with the people who would say, oh, well, you try to do this, invest here, that type of thing, that are going to support me, uplift me, educate me, that type of thing. Keep me going. Like, if I want to do a new health craze or anything like that, I think that's what it's called. If I want to work out, if I want to change my body, my health and all this and that, I'm going to hang around people, keep people in my circle that are on that same thing. Not somebody like, imagine, oh, it's a new year and I want to lose a certain amount of pounds. I want to get healthy. I want to do this and that. and then you're hanging around somebody that's just like, oh, you can't do that. No, oh, no. You just sit here and eat these Cheetos with me and all this and that. Like, nah, that's too much. Why even do that? It's not going to work. Like, I have a friend that's going through that. Like, she's doing stuff for her well-being, for her body, to re-strengthen her body. And she has a guy, well, we'll say a guy friend who doesn't believe in her. We'll say that he doesn't support her. Okay. And having somebody with that like icky type energy will make you feel defeated. You don't want that around you. You want somebody that's going to be like, you can do it, you can do it, I know you can do it, it's going to be hard, yeah. Somebody that's going to give you the real, that's going to be like, yeah, it's going to be hard, but we're going to do it together, let's do this. Or even if they're not doing it with you, they're cheerleading you on to the point you feel like they did it with you. When you get there, you're going to be like, you know what, that was us, we did that. So that type of thing. So for you, pile 2 is definitely body. It's definitely body. A lifestyle change, a health change, that type of thing. All right. So that's what you need to work on. All right. But yeah, if you are drawn to any of the piles, you can go check those out now. And don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And hit that bell notification so you are notified when I upload, which is usually every Tuesday. I say usually because sometimes I do it earlier, you know. But and also on Instagram, I do bi-weekly zodiac messages, guidance, stuff like that, under the same name, GhostMoonBayou, same as here. So go check that out if you have some time. You know, show me some love over there. And you be blessed, pile 2. I will see you either in the next reading if you chose another one, or in the next video. Okay. So, peace out. So, if you chose pile 3, then this is your reading. Let's get into it. This beautiful deck here, the Wolfpack Wisdom deck, is by, well, you can get this on Etsy by DesertSageWitchcraft. It's a lovely deck. I love it. It's beautiful. You actually got multiples of these two, pile 3, so must be a lot that needs to be known. All right. Oh, and this is the Planet Earth and Healthy Living Inspirational Deck by GRADO. I think I got it on Amazon. I don't know. I will leave the information for these decks in the description. All right, so we got Manifest and Star-Crossed, which could be like a karmic person. Let me see what else you got with the You got, intense. This is an intense pile. You've got Observe Before You Strike and Be Fierce and Assertive. Okay. Did I say assertive? Be fierce and assertive. If I say it there right. Sometimes I just be saying that. And you have I Let Nature Change in Its Own Way. That's such a beautiful part. All right. Since the beginning, Earth and nature have been in a constant and unpredictable state of change. My duty as a human being is not to affect that change. I allow nurture. I allow nature to adapt, transform, and change naturally. So, I'm feeling hard for this pile. This is hard. Now, some of you may have been manifesting, praying for, trying to bring in a lover. And you may have accidentally manifested a karmic. Okay, why do I always got to do some accents, but you may have accidentally brought in a karmic because you really want love. Some of you may be dealing with it's like, toxic ain't the word. Ooh, you see how, let me move this beautiful little wolfie aside. See how there's a snake right here? I don't know if you can see. Let me hold it up. But there's a snake around this wolf. Okay. I'm hearing that song, I See Red. I can't think of the name of the person who sings it right now, but I'll put it below the screen if I remember. But you may have found out some stuff about a person who you may have wanted to be romantically involved with, right? Or you are romantically involved with. And it's that energy. This card's giving me that energy of sitting back and just looking at somebody. Like, you know the feeling you get when you know somebody's lying to you? They don't know you know all of the information yet, so you're just asking them just to see if they're gonna lie. And you're just looking at them like, okay. So you're sitting back and just watching this play out, and you feel like you just want to, right? Like, I'm not telling you to go strike somebody. Just because it says observe before you strike, don't go strike nobody now. We don't want you in jail. But, it's like an angry feeling. Like, I feel it in my heart chakra. And you feel like this person is just so, they won't allow you to put your foot down sometimes. Everything's a battle. And you like, maybe it wasn't like that in the beginning. Maybe before everything, they were different. And then all of a sudden, they showed their true colors. All right. I'm feeling that some of you are planning to leave. You're planning some type of like, all right, well, this is already over. I just needed to make sure first, it takes some strength for you to leave. Maybe this is the type of person who they don't make leaving them easy. So I pray that you have safety in that situation, because I really cannot stand people like that who just force you to stay with them. They force you to live unhappily. Like that's not okay. Especially if they're not willing to try to change the thing that's making you unhappy, but you want the person to stick it out with you. Nah, that's not cool. Hence them being a karmic. I'm also hearing this is not your fault. I feel like you need to be told that this is not your fault. You wanted love. You wanted somebody that you could trust. And that's all that, I mean, no harm done. You want it, like, in a sense of like no harm. Don't beat yourself up, that type of thing. But this is a person that does not respect your boundaries, like, at all. This is a person who I categorize people in certain things. There's people who are in your life forever, and then some people that are just in there for a season. This is a seasonal person who is only meant to be in it for a season, for you to learn something, and then you let them go. You cut them out. And perhaps for whatever reason, they've been just attached to you, whether it be you don't want to let them go, or you didn't have like the courage to let them go or to walk away, or they just refuse to allow you the space to let them go. But they are not, like, look, see, it says nature has been in a constant and predictable state of change. My duty as a human being is not to affect that change. I allow nature to adapt, transform, and change naturally. This is meant to change. This is meant to change. I heard out and in like the wind. We can't trap the wind in our home. It doesn't. The moment you do that, it's no longer wind. It's just air in a building. Wind is like, you feel it when you're outside. You're like, when's the last time you've been in a room with the windows closed, no fan, no nothing, no AC on, and you just felt wind? Wind is like a living thing. You can't just capture it. You gotta let it come and go. It's just like, oh, that was nice. It blew against my skin, poof, and it's gone. Well, in this situation, it's like, ooh, that was not nice. It blew a little too much, and you're like, that's gotta go. I feel like this is going to take you. It changed you. If it hasn't already, it will. This person, this karmic that is either coming in or you manifested in or they're in right now, it changes you. You probably were not the type to be like this. It's just, obviously you can see this wolf is teeth bared, upset. And then this wolf here, when I look at this wolf, I'm hearing, I've seen some things. I saw something, especially the attention is really on the eyes. You may be seeing things differently. There's a reason for that, because things were meant to change. Perhaps this person came in to bring in this type of energy into your life. Maybe you're a more passive type person, like you don't really like a whole bunch of hooping and hollering, as the old folks call it. But it brought you to this energy. Being in that energy, in that state, brought you into this energy. I heard a soft heart doesn't have too much protection. What that means, what I'm intuitively feeling from that, y'all know I just get messages just downloaded, but a soft heart doesn't offer too much protection. It will give you love, all kinds of things, warmth and all this and that, but a lot of times, like, people who are soft-hearted can sometimes be underappreciated, and they get walked over and treated like crap because people think, oh, but you're going to stay regardless, you're going to deal with this regardless, you're just so nice, this and that, you're going to put up with it. But it's like, I don't know, I see these moons here too. A shift has to happen, a change has to happen. And I'm hearing you're going to know the right moment. That's what this observe before you strike. You're going to know the right moment when that change hits you. When you're tired, when you're ready to become this, you're going to feel it. And a strike isn't always like a blow, right? It's like, I know when I need to do what I got to do. Whether that's, hey, get myself together, put myself first, put my loving first, put my children first, whatever you need to do to get to this energy. I feel like I just got to keep holding this card up. To get to this energy, whatever you need to do, you're going to know that moment. You're going to see the moment. You're going to feel that moment. Like I said, this is the heart pile. If you're drawing any other piles, you can check those out too. But this is definitely a matter of a heart. Your heart is like the one thing that needs to be strengthened. And this may not apply to a lot of people, and I'm not trying to accuse you of anything. This is just what I'm hearing, is that you've adapted to and become used to letting your heart be wounded. It's almost like, what's another blow to the heart? I've been through it. That's not what needs to happen now. There's a change that needs to happen. You have to be more fierce, more assertive. It's like stepping into your alpha energy, right? Really putting you first. This is natural. It's a natural change that has to happen. Don't feel bad for it. Don't let anybody make you feel guilty. It was needed. It needed to happen. Yeah, it's like evolution. It was destined. It was meant that you evolve in this situation. Do not beat yourself up if this is someone that you manifested in, an issue or a person that you manifested in. It's okay. It was meant that you come across this person. Because it took this snake encasing you in this issue for you to know your real strength. Okay? A lot of us don't know our own potential, our own greatness, until something happens that catapults it out, a catalyst happens and it just brings it out of you, right? And I'm not saying like anything physical, like harming somebody, but like, you know, when you with somebody, that Beyonce energy, where I cannot think of what song it is, but it's you know, that energy, like, I'll just use her situation as an example. We look at Beyonce, we're like, look at Beyonce, just wow, all this and that. And then somebody actually cheated on her, right? So, but she had that energy of like, okay, I'll bounce back. I'll be greater. I'm still that girl, you know, that type of energy. Like, even if you're not a girl, like, you can apply it however. It's that energy of took a hit. Somebody didn't appreciate this. this caterpillar. Now let me show that, oh, you didn't know this isn't my nerd self. This isn't even my final form, right? And you're like, boom. You at that top tier you, right? High vibrational, high value you, right? And then that person's like, oh, wow, I didn't know that was in. Yeah, it took you being a dummy. We'll say that. You being a dummy for it to come out. But it's like, okay, thank you. Now next. So it's like that. Let me get, oh, yeah, okay. Thank you, Lord, for that. The Lord, I just heard, it took the worst of them to bring out the best of you. Couldn't have said it better myself, Lord. Thank you for that. Yeah, that's how it is with some people. It takes the worst of them to bring out the best of you. You didn't even know you was like capable. You're like, okay. And then they be all sour faced seeing you just flourish. Oh well, you were just meant to be a little spark. You weren't meant to enjoy this flame. But yeah, this is a strengthening of the heart energy. Look at this. 2 cards again fell out. So you got the Empress reverse. There's one more card I'm hearing the Lord tell me. There's one more card. You got the Chariot and the Empress reverse. So you're moving away from that dependable energy. That if you're the type to like cling onto someone, or somebody just like you haven't been nurturing yourself, right? You've been giving everything to the other people, right? The other person, however it resonates for you. You're moving away from that. It's like no more. It's like I can't do that anymore. I gotta get up and go. I gotta take action out of this energy of not being able to do what the Empress naturally does and nurture herself. And on top of that, this is the Empress, right? This is the queen of all queens. And it doesn't matter what your gender is, it's energy. It's that energy of I am at my highest peak when it comes to the divine feminine part of me. I can nurture myself and others in a way that does not take from me. I have ample amounts to give, but I am quite able to delegate who gets what and how much of what from me. Okay? So a lot of times when that Empress is reversed, that's an energy of somebody is taking the choice from you, the ability from you. Like it's the Empress is the most independent feminine energy there is, right? She is like, I make the calls, right? That type of thing. I decide who I'm going to be the Empress. So she picks her mate, her equals, that round table of people that sit with her, right? So when that's reversed, somebody is trying to stop you from being in that natural energy, but you are moving out of it. It's the Chariot. You're moving out of it. Yeah, something's got to change. I heard something's got to give. Now, I be trying not to cuss when I be doing this, but I heard somebody say, I'll be done. If I keep putting up with this, I'll be done. Or I'll be darned if I keep putting up with this. We'll put it that way. Let me get one more card. The Power 3. I'm sorry if I'm loud in y'all ear. What is with the doubles in y'all? If y'all see 2s a lot, because I was saying there was one more card and then 2 cards came out. And y'all been getting double cards and the other pals didn't. It's a lot to feel. Okay. You got the Knight of Pentacles and the 4 of Cups reverse. So yeah, you may have even been knowing somebody that's been messing up your funds, like they're causing you to miss opportunities or signs. Like I'm just telling, I wouldn't like to be in that energy at all. But it's somebody that kept you blinded from the opportunities and the blessings that were supposed to be coming in. Now I'm hearing this. Do not panic. You've got time. Like, because what is for you, whatever you believe in is what you believe in, but I'm going to say it from my heart and how the Lord tells me to say it to you. What is for you, the Lord has for you. No one can take it, okay? So what is for you is for you. It's meant for you. Nothing can stand against it. People may think they can prolong the wait for it, but it's already been shipped out, honey, okay? It's already been shipped out. It might just be at your door and it's waiting for you to open the door. There's nothing anybody can do to take what is meant for you away from you, okay? But this person was, or this situation was trying to keep you blinded from your blessings. There's things coming in. There's something coming in. Perhaps even a partner who is financially stable, who will be able to, you don't have to be dependent on them, but they got their own, right? Because if you're with somebody who's just that type of karma that just siphons all your funds, they treat you like crap, but they constantly in your wallet and in your purse and taking money from you, that type of thing. They don't appreciate that you're the one that keeps them financially stable. A partner would be coming in that is financially stable. They're like, hey, I got my own, so I don't need to double back and be in your wallet or in your money. But I'm hearing, little do you know, the blessing is coming in. Financial blessings are coming in for you. The moment you put on this fierce and assertive energy, and you become this knight yourself as well, and you have your money. And then it's like, imagine, right? Imagine somebody trying to ride up to this knight and take his coin. No, it's chill. The horse is chill. Everybody's relaxed. But imagine, it's like I worked too hard to get this for you to just come in. No, because come on, you see this, wolf. Observe before you stray. It don't even have to be an energy of just I'm hitting everybody that's coming in because I'm mad, I gotta guard myself. It's gonna be a calm energy. After you're done with this karma, you ain't even gonna be in that energy of, I gotta watch my back, You just gonna be like, you know what? You turned out to be the best thing that I never had. Like that song by Beyonce. You turned out to be something I dodged. Thankful for that. So I'm just gonna learn to sit on my horse, do what I need to, be in my power, be in my greatness, be calm in heart. Because and then wait for the blessings to come. Because what I'm getting is that you're an emotional person, but not to the point where you lead off emotions. That's why I feel like this is the hard part. You want love, but it's like you're the type that will put up with, we'll say, a fair amount of things, right? But because you're afraid that you may lose people, or this may be the power. You don't like being alone. But look at this night. You think you're worried about being alone? Not at all. Not at all. Just like, well, there'll be somebody who appreciate this coin I got. Come along, All right. The willpower behind this chariot. It's like, oh no. Look at me. Look at how I arrive. Nobody is going to look at me and just be like, let me overlook. Nah. You stand out. I'm going to tell you that right now. You stand out. You got that energy of like, that's probably how this person latched on to you. Right? You have like ample amounts of just, I'm seeing a river just like flow. Like you have so much to you that somebody who is going through a drought, like if somebody's thirsty, they're going to come to your river. And you got a lot. But in no way, shape, or form are you supposed to let the person let your waters go dry. You know what I'm saying? They're not supposed to just take until the river ain't flowing no more. It's like, nah. At that point, the river becomes a waterfall. Let me push you a little further out because you're blocking my flow, The river becomes a waterfall when something is blocking its flow. I don't know. I really don't know if that's what rivers and water do, but I'm feeling it. So don't let this karmic person get you down. You are destined for blessings. You are destined to step into your queen king energy, your alpha energy. Okay? So don't let this person come in and just make you feel like, oh, this is what I asked for, so I got to deal with it, this and that. Nothing should change. Change. And the Knight of Pentacles is slow change. Okay? This is an action card. He's still a knight. He just does it slowly. So even if it takes slow change, that's okay. Change is change. It is okay. Evolve at your pace. Who will complain? It's your pace. Evolve. It's your evolution. Evolve at your pace. Take your time. Observe before you strike. I'm for real, y'all. Don't be out here striking people. But that's all I have for you, pile 3. Hope it was helpful. If you're joining any other piles, you can go ahead and check those out. Don't forget to leave me a like if you like this, if you're feeling it, you know. Hit the little like button, give me a thumb up. Subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification, the little bell icon, so that you are notified when I upload, which is usually every Tuesday. And over on Instagram under the same name, GhostMoonBayou, I post bi-weekly zodiac guidance readings. Okay, well, not really readings, it's guidance posts, but yeah, you'll see when you go over there and show me some love. But you be blessed, and I will see you either in the next pile or in the next video. Peace.